I became a photographer because I have no memory. Photography allows me to reconstruct the family albums I never had, the missing images becoming the engine of my research. My contact sheets are my personal diary.
Patrick Zachman, French photographer and member of Magnum Photos. He's on his way to Hahui village in Andong, where Korean tradition is said to be best preserved. His first stop is a place where he can see the entire village.
구용대라고 해서 저기서 보면은 마을이 다 보인대.
You are from Korea?
From
Yes?
Korea.
From
Seoul.
Where? From Seoul?
Seoul.
Vacation? Kind? Traveler.
One day.
One day. Paradoxalement, je suis devenu photographe. Je suis photographe alors que chez moi, dans ma famille, il n'y avait pas de photos. Ses parents avaient été déportés et tués à Auschwitz, donc en Allemagne. Et ma mère, parce qu'elle venait d'un milieu pauvre d'Algérie, elle voulait aussi oublier. Donc tout ça a fait qu'il n'y avait pas de photos. Il n'y avait pas de passé, il n'y avait pas d'histoire. Et donc, quand il n'y a pas d'histoire, eh ben, il n'y a pas de mémoire. Et c'est, je pense, pour ça que je suis devenu photographe.
The river winds around the village. Generations of the Ryu family have been living together for some 600 years here in Hahui village. Patrick heads toward a compound of old houses atop a hill. A man who seems to be a caretaker is chopping wood for heating.
어느 나라에서 오셨어요?
So where from?
I am from France.
프랑스에서 오셨어요.
France, yes.
어서 오세요.
Nice to meet you.
He welcomes the foreign visitor and gladly shows him around the compound.
이 건물이 426년 전에 지어졌어. 하회 마을에 학교가 필요했던 거야. 그래서 이 건너에 학교를 지었던 거야.
This building was built as a school by Ryu Sung-ryong, a 16th century scholar and politician. Its caretaker, Mr. Kim, invites Patrick to tea.
Yeah, I like to.
Sitting on the floor can be a little uncomfortable for people who are not used to it.
저희 집에 오신 손님들 게스트북.
Many foreign tourists who have been here before have left their impressions of this special place.
프랑스?
Ouais, France.
프랑스.
Merci
From
beaucoup pour
France.
ce petit passage à Hakou dans cette magnifique hanok.
Patrick's interests lie deep in cultural identities, and his photographs communicate this.
Disons que les sujets qui m'importent le plus sont forcément liés à la mémoire, justement, à l'identité, aux questions d'identité. Mes sujets de prédilection tournent autour de l'immigration, la famille aussi, parce qu'elle est le cœur évidemment aussi de l'identité, de l'histoire, de l'origine, mais aussi visuellement, je me suis beaucoup intéressé au monde souterrain, aux mafias, parce qu'en fait la mafia c'est aussi une sorte de famille. hein. La mafia sicilienne, elles sont structurées autour de familles. Je me suis beaucoup intéressé à la Chine.
His works have paid particular attention to immigrants, those who left their homes to wander in strange lands.
이렇게 와주셔서 고맙습니다.
What would his photographs say about his encounters with people who have lived in the same village for 600 years, preserving their cultural and family roots? Haue Village is a clan-based community where people with the same surname have lived for generations. There are roughly 450 traditional-style houses built during the Chosun dynasty, and some 120 households still reside in the village.
Là, on est dans le village de Haue, donc un village très traditionnel, mais qui en même temps est devenu un espèce, moi, de ce que j'appelle un espèce de village musée, c'est-à-dire où il y a des milliers et des milliers de touristes coréens ou étrangers qui viennent visiter un village comme c'était avant. Mais bien qu'il y ait des habitants, il y a 200 personnes qui y habitent encore, mais qui vivent cette réalité un peu bizarre où quart entier déverse des touristes dans la journée, puis à partir de 6 heures le soir, ça y est, ça redevient normal.
People crowd the front yard of an old house. A traditional Korean wedding is taking place. The groom seems awkward, yet happy to be the star of this tradition-steeped ceremony. Haue Village hosts traditional wedding ceremonies for those who want to get married the old-fashioned way.
This is funny.
The wedding was for a second-generation Korean-American bride and an American groom. They decided to have a traditional ceremony to celebrate the bride's visit to her homeland.
Le comique, c'est que ils ont fait un mariage dans ce village musée, donc, et où tout est mis en scène. Personne ne se prenait complètement au sérieux. Ni le public qui rigolait souvent, qui riait parce qu'il voyait que le marié n'arrivait pas à se relever quand il se courbait.
Tourists have joined in the celebration to bless the union. They might never see this anywhere else, as traditional weddings are becoming less and less common in Korea. The bride sits in a palanquin when the ceremony is over. In the old days, the newlywed would parade to the groom's house, but nowadays, they simply walk around the village.
So for me, traditions mean a lot because without traditions, transmission, maybe the one side of the past could disappear and could be forgotten.
Thank you.
The newly married couple seems blissfully in love.
의미가 굉장히 깊죠, 우리한테는. 왜냐하면 가족들도 그렇게 우리 한국, 우리 엄마, 아버지가 그렇게 했기 때문에 그 전통을 밟아간다는 그 자체가 우리한테는 특히.
Oh, it was a beautiful ceremony, beautiful time. It was great to see people come out and take part, be a part of the wedding. It was very, very nice.